afternoon to all. I take immense pleasure in welcoming all the students for this exclusive webinar on design dynamics. Flame Upskill's primary goal is to assist high school students in developing critical skills for their learning and growth. In this series, students, you will explore areas outside of your courses, which will help you build your profiles for higher education. Please note, and it's very important, that attendees who complete the entire session will be given a letter of participation. You will receive the letter by next week, but it's mandatory for you all to attend the entire session. And I'll also post the link to the feedback form in the chat section. You must fill it in order to receive your letter of participation. It is a required procedure. Now, today's exclusive webinar session will be taken by Professor Suniti Vadalkar. Professor Suniti is the Head of Design, Art and Performances at Flame University. She is a graduate in Applied Art, Masters in Painting, and a Ph.D. in Design. Ma'am has broad experience of over 30 years as a professional designer, entrepreneur, and academician, and carries specialized research focus on design, art, education, typography, calligraphy, and media studies. She combines her industry experiences in classroom teaching to enable students to understand and create a bridge between both worlds. Her most current research covers 50 years of global print media, advertisements, their dominant themes, transitions in themes over 5 decades, and future directions for research. Ma'am is also a TEDx speaker. And just an extra information, Suniti ma'am is everyone's most favorite professor here at Flame. So we welcome you, ma'am, and it's an absolute pleasure to have you amongst us. I'm confident that the students will feel more knowledgeable and creative by the end of the session. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Roshni, for that wonderful introduction. I'm so grateful to you. Good afternoon, everybody. It would have been so nice that I could have seen your faces and this could have been an offline session. But let's make the most of technology. Had it been offline, I would not be able to accommodate 70 participants. That's also as much true. So let's wear our creative hats and see what we can do in this 1.5 hours. I'm so sure all of you all are ready with your papers and pencils and ready to do something creative. Okay, so when you speak of design, can anybody switch on their mics and tell me, under the big umbrella of design, what all design verticals do you all know? Anybody can answer. If this is a big umbrella of design, can anybody tell me? I want this to be an interactive session. It will be nice if it all your answer. I can't see it over there in the chat. Graphic design, yes, correct. Oh, somebody is answering in the chat, correct. Graphic. Anybody else? Anybody else has answered? Besides graphic design, Ekta Pathak has answered graphic design. Yeah, Jia, correct. Besides graphic design, somebody needs to talk. Rashni, can't the students speak?
Ma'am, they are replying on the chat section.
So can you read it? If at all somebody is answering, please read. Some participants have responded.
Yeah.
Product design, UI, UX, correct. Just a minute, because it is blocking my screen. If at all I look at the chat. Okay, correct. Product, UI, UX, wonderful. So the first 2 answers. Now the later ones which have come is game design. Currently, the world over, the entire universe of design, this big umbrella of design which you have just answered, has been covered under design thinking. So regardless of whether it's a product or a service or an idea, we need to be able to think like a designer. And that is exactly the focus of this upskill seminar that we are having. So for those of you all who have got this apprehension that I have never held a pencil, I have never drawn anything, just get that out of your system and just enjoy the process of creation, which is so much fun. Okay, so let's say, what do you say? What else can I add over here? Web design, or it could be interior design, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this is the big umbrella of design that we have. And as our friends rightly pointed out to the first two, we'll be focusing on these two verticals today. Are you with me, everybody? And as before we go, if at all we go to the gym or you begin anything, you usually have a warm-up session. So I'd like everybody for the next at least 5 minutes to sketch with me so that we can move our hand more freely when we do our first exercise. So these are the two verticals we are going to focus on in today's session. And a lot depends on how proactive you are and how fast you come up with your creatives. So let's begin first with sketching, then we shall go down to creating something in graphic, and then we shall have something in product design. Is that okay with everybody? Everybody with me? Yes, thank you. Okay, so here we go. So let's start sketching. Let's begin some basic sketches, very geometric and simple shapes. Let's begin with it. In your sketchbooks, I can't see your drawing, but please draw with me, wherever you are. Yes. Are we done with it? Wherever you are. How much ever you have done, even if at all you have done one box or one cone, it is okay. It's okay. Okay, so let's move on to our first interesting exercise. Okay, thank you. First interesting exercise is called as Me in a Doodle. Okay, so what are you going to do in this? You all are going to show me what is it that you stand for. Say for instance, and you're going to create a logo with it, with two simple ideas. Say for instance, my letter, I'm Suniti, and letter S. You can either take a letter which your name is, or you can take anything of your choice. And I am a sun worshipper. I wake up early in the morning just to see the sun. So now, in what way can I create something which will look like a logo or which will represent me symbolically and not in writing my name, but at the same time, tell the viewer or tell the person who's seeing it something about myself. Okay, so I'm going to give you all 15 minutes to do this. Somebody has raised their hand. If who is there? Roshni, please read the question in case you're there.
Yes, ma'am. Navya, you can just type in your question in the question and answer section. Ma'am, somebody wants to know that what they exactly have to do. They want you to explain it again, the exercise.
Yeah. This exercise is called as me in a doodle. You are telling us something, some trait which you have got. You could be a football player, you could be a badminton player, you might love reading books, you might like trekking, you might like talking to people, you might like art. So take the first letter of your name or any alphabet which you like. Suppose my name begins with Z and I don't quite like the letter alphabet Z. You can take something that you like, whichever letter form you like, and combine it with the trait which you think you stand for. It could be reading, it could be poetry, it could be painting, whatever. Can you depict it visually? And with a combination of both, can you create a symbolic representation in the next 15 minutes? So it is 3:24 right now, say 25, 35, 40. By 3:40. Is that doable, everybody? Thank you, Mahalakshmi. Thank you, Vasant. Thank you, Tejaswini. So begin. Somebody has raised their hand. Roshni, can you please help me with these question answers? Because
Sumitara, please type in your question in question and answer or chat box. We'll answer it from there.
Roshni, I wanted the participants at the end of 15 minutes to be able to share their screen so they can show what they have done.
All right. Pradyumna, is it possible?
Yeah, we can promote them as a panelist, and then probably they can share their screen. No problem.
Yeah, whoever is willing to share, so you can make them a co-host or whatever it takes. Please do that. At least 5 students, if at all they can share their work, it will be wonderful.
Absolutely, ma'am. We'll do it. That is doable. Yeah.
Thank you.
Ma'am, somebody is asking, can they make more than one design?
Ma'am, Sandhya is asking if she can make more than one design.
Anybody who is done in the audience and would like to share? Yes, Anamika.
Sure, Anamika. Give me 1 minute.
Wonderful.
Anamika, now you can share your screen. Yes, Anamika, please share your screen.
Just a second, sir.
Yes,
Harjot,
Harjot.
you're next.
Wow.
I'm just taking out.
That's so nice. I want you all to raise your hand and pat your back because I can't be there wherever you are. Good job. Why is Anamika unable to share? Please check.
Anamika, can you share the screen?
I can't share.
Can you please check now?
Yeah, now I can share.
Gokul and
Right?
Adrija. Gokul and Adrija also. Oh, wow. Somebody is asking you, they keep getting very nice. Very nice. Can the audience type what our friend has drawn and what is it she wants to represent? Is this Anamika?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. So I want the audience to tell what is she trying to say. It's related to marine biology. Is it, Anamika?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wow. Great. So your visual is speaking, although nobody knows you over here, I guess. Wonderful. Her profession. Nice. Very nicely done. Very, very nicely done. So now, if at all you become, this is, yeah, absolutely very pretty. So when you become a graphic designer, in case you want to work with logos and graphic symbols, everywhere you see graphics, you buy any product, it could be a pencil, it could be anything, you know, the mouse, your laptop, it will have a logo over there, Nike, whatever. So simplification is the core of it. So once you create something which is complex, you should try to think and minimize the lines and see, even if at all you minimize it, is it still speaking? And that's how you create logos with these scribbles. Are you with me, Anamika?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Excellent. Very nice. Very nice. Pradyumna, please respond to this. We need permission to fill the form.
Yeah, you will get it, Vaishnavi. Once we are near the end of this session, you will get the permission to upload.
Yeah, we have very little time and we have lots to do. It's already 36. Only 2 more participants can show.
Sure.
First.
So thank you, Anamika.
Harjot,
please share your screen now.
And who is Tejas? Wonderful. Wow. Very, very nice. Can the audience understand what he's trying to say? Can somebody answer? Singing? Singing? Is that? Rapping?
Ma'am, actually, I'm interested in speaking and stuff related to that. So that's why I drew that.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. So that was a mic which you had drawn?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful.
A mic with a hat.
Very nice. Excellent. Very, very nice. Keep at it. It would have added greater value if at all you would have used blank sheets, because the horizontal lines in a notebook distract not only you as a designer, but even the viewer. Will you keep that in mind henceforth?
Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Somebody else, Gokul was the next one. Gokul and then Adrija. Can you please allow Gokul to share screen?
Google, now you can share your screen. Yes, Google, please share your screen. Is there anybody else also who would like to
Yeah,
share
yeah.
their screens?
Adrija and Tejas. Just make them co-hosts, please.
Yeah, because
We
I
have
have
only
already,
two more minutes.
yeah. Guys, you guys are here. Please share your screens. Adrija, Tejas, Gokul.
Pranish also wants, and Ashwika, Navya. Give them, make them co-host fast, because we have I want the audience to see their work.
Yeah.
Now can I share my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute.
Wonderful. Can the audience guess what she's trying to say? You'll need to answer. Art, music, correct, correct. Very good, excellent, excellent. Very nicely done, excellent. Yeah, somebody else who would like to, yeah, correct. Painting, music. Anybody else who would like to share?
May I?
Yeah, yeah.
Please.
Wonderful. Oh my God, look at that. Beautiful. Me in a doodle. Very nice. So can the audience guess what she's trying to say? Yeah. Okay, we need to stop here because we are very, very hard pressed for time. We move on, and the others can please, share it with us later on, and then we'd love to see your works. But yeah, she loves rabbits and flowers and the moon. Very, very true, Ritika. Well said. Correct. It was so visual. So visuals speak 10,000 times more than words, and it is always, always nicer to be able to represent ourselves visually. Okay, Rohan and the others who wanted to share, my apologies to you because we are hard pressed for time. I'm not able to give you time to do this. I'd like to show you a campaign, a very old one, but just take a look and y'all can unmute yourself and others type. What do you think these stars are doing? Somebody answer. You can type your answer, please. Dancing, very good.
Dancing.
Yes, correct, very good. Now, what do you think this is? Somebody help me with the responses.
Yeah, sure. Alligator, crocodile.
Correct, correct. Very good, excellent. But see, they are just 5 stars, and there are what are we doing to the stars? And it's in black and white. It is not even in color. And we are just modifying the image, one image. And I'm so sure all of you all being so intelligent, you all must have got a wonderful red star in some class or the other. So see what all you can do. What do you think this is?
Family.
Correct. What do you think this is? Sorry.
A lot of them are saying fish.
Correct. Very good. Just see everywhere you can see 5 stars. What is this? What is this you can see?
Boat.
Very good. Excellent. What is this you can see?
A lot of people saying Christmas tree.
Correct. Excellent. What an intelligent audience. So if this is a Christmas tree, just with 5 stars, I can understand a culture, a community, a festival, not even in color, just in black and white. What do you think this is?
Ideas, fireworks.
Fireworks, correct. You're right. So we stop over here. Otherwise, I can go on and on. Firecrackers, correct? Which you burst during Diwali. Wonderful, excellent. So based on that, we are going to play with one particular shape, and you again draw with me, and let's see what ideas you can come up with and share with us. Okay, so let's take a shape, say a simple house. All of us can draw a simple house, and let's see what all we can do with that house. Okay, so a simple house, so easy to draw. Just try. How will it look if it all be elongated? Stretch it. How will it look if it all be give it some dimension? How will it look if it all we stretch it horizontally? How will it look if we stretch it diagonally? How will it look if it falls down and it becomes flat? What if it all be multiplied? Are you with me? Is the class with me? Is anybody answering?
Yeah. A lot of them.
Yeah, thank you. Fine. So this is just an example, and now it is your time. I showed you what you could do with a star. I showed you what you can do with a house. Now you need to take any shape of your choice. Circle, square, triangle, anything. Multiply it, twist it, turn it, flatten it, stretch it, condense it, and see what you can do. And in the next few minutes, say till 4 o'clock, in case you could come up with an idea, It'll be wonderful. Actually, I wanted this to be a group activity, but I don't know what's wrong with Pradyumna. What is it that I can't put them in breakout rooms? Is it?
I'm sorry, ma'am, I couldn't hear you.
I can't put our audience in breakout rooms, right?
No, ma'am. So in webinar it doesn't happen.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Then they would have got to know each other, and I could have,
Right.
and they could have shared ideas faster, and we could have worked faster.
Absolutely.
No problem. Consider this to be an individual assignment and see if at all you can work with any shape of your choice. If at all you get it, fair enough. If you don't get it, you could do it later and then you could share it with us. You have Pradyumna and Roshni to gather your responses and creatives and we could display them with your name and the name of your school and your class, everything.
Absolutely.
I'm giving you 10 minutes to do this. Okay. Any two ideas, take any simple shape. We have seen it in the star, we have seen it in a house, and now it is your chance. Am I clear, Roshni?
Absolutely, ma'am.
Suniti ma'am, you there? Harjot would like to show her work.
Yeah, I'm very much here.
Sure. So I'm making Harjot a panelist, and
Yeah, sure.
we can show her work to us.
Harjot has completed. Wow.
Yeah.
Jeffrey is asking, did class finished, miss? No. We still have more than half an hour.
Harjot, yeah, now you can share your screen.
Can you please repeat what we have to do as of now? I showed you a campaign with stars, and I showed you what modifications you can do with the hut. You have to take a simple shape and create at least 2-3 ideas. So here, Harjot has created something. Oh, you're showing me the first one. You're showing me the first logo. Is it, Harjot?
Yeah.
That's what you're showing us on your screen?
Yes.
No, ma'am, I just created this, like, in a
With
second
shapes?
assignment.
Which shapes you created?
I used 2 emojis and then I mixed them and I changed their shape.
Yeah, I didn't get you. I didn't understand the visual clearly. Please show it again and explain it. Okay, but the way you have presented it, no, this plus thing, oh, I thought you're showing me the name. Okay, so you mixed 2 emojis and did what? How is it mixed? I'm not getting you. Because I see a similar emoji at both ends.
No, one of the emojis expressing like heart eyes, and another one that I use, that is the view that we use for celebration. And then I combined both and we have like, just a second, I'm showing it again.
Yeah, because it was not clear. Visuals have to be very, very clear. Work on the clarity of what you're doing. Not necessarily the proportion of the hearts of the eyes has to be in that, because you are going according to the conventional thinking that the eye has to be in that proportion of the human face. Not at all necessary. If at all that is the focus, you can enlarge it also. It can be more than the shape of the face also. That is the creative liberty you can have. Can I get the link to submit work? Pradyumna, please answer Shloka's work, question.
Shloka, I have already shared the link for the feedback and the assignment. You can submit it there. I've sent it again to you. Please check.
Yeah, whoever was presenting previously, have I communicated it to you, what I wanted to say? Did you get me? Narayan Patki wants to present. Please allow him.
Yeah, Narayan, I'm making you the panelist. You can share your screen now. Yeah.
I'm also interested. Basant Sharma. Please allow them to share. We have 4 minutes, 2 people can share. Narayan and Basant, please allow them to
Narayan,
share.
please start sharing your screen. You can now share your screen. Please do that. Ma'am, Narayan has shared his screen.
Oh, wow. This is so interesting. So very interesting. I'm trying to understand what it is.
I used your house example.
Yes, it is a house. It's a human face also.
It's a very distorted house, but
it's a very disturbing house. The house is disturbed with the people living inside it. Is that what you wanted to say? Narayan.
I had no idea what I intended on doing. I just played around with it and I ended up with this. So.
No, but it's very nice. It's very impactful, extremely impactful, simple. Always use blank sheets so that, the horizontal lines do not disturb your creative. Very nicely done. Narayan, excellent. Can we have somebody else who also wanted to show? Very nice. Basant.
Basant, please share your screen. Thank you, Narayan.
Thank you, Narayan. Please do it on a blank sheet of paper and email it to us. Share it with us. Narayan, did you hear me?
Basant, please share your screen. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I wish you all had used some gel pen, sketch pen. Visibility is so low. We had told you to get blank sheets of paper and sketch pens, gel pens. Okay. What is it that you're trying to say, Basant?
Ma'am, I used a triangle and make something.
You used a triangle. I can see a triangle, and you made a hut. And you made what?
Ma'am, I made an umbrella and the piece of
Pizza.
cheese also.
Cheese. Wow. You made cheese and you made pizza, this, and you made a tent. Very good. Excellent. Very nice.
Great. Thank you, Basant.
Rohan. Last. Rohan.
Yeah.
Rohan Shankar.
Rohan.
I'm requesting everybody who have made their creatives on ruled papers, please redo it on a blank sheet of paper and then send it to us. Redo it with sketch pen or a dark pencil. Saloni wants to share. Please make her the co-host.
Yeah, sure. Dhansuk also wants to share the screen now.
Yeah, we just have 1 minute because I need to go to the product design assignment. They
Can I share?
Yeah, Rohan, please be quick.
Saloni wants to share.
Okay. Saloni, you can also share your screen now. Ma'am, I guess Saloni left.
Then what do we do?
Or Dhansuk or Rohan can share their screens. Yeah, Saloni has joined us now.
Just see whether she's sharing.
Yeah. Guys, please be quick. We don't have enough time. We have to, yeah. Ma'am, Saloni is showing it.
So I first made the multiple one.
Yeah.
Then I increased the width of it.
Yeah.
And then I made a smaller version of it with a larger height. And
Correct.
then I drew a curved one.
Correct. That's so beautiful. So what does it represent? The curved one is so interesting. But what does it represent? Sorry?
It shows something. The star is flying or swimming.
Yes. Interesting. Very nice. Very nice. So like that, you need to not only draw it, but you also need to have clarity with an idea. What does it represent? Okay.
Yes.
So I'm glad. Yeah, it would have been nicer rather than the star. You would have taken some other shape because you get biased. But the idea that you have taken that the star is swimming or flying is excellent. Very nice. Saloni, keep it up. Do that well, present it well, and then share it with us, with our team. Okay, Saloni?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. We move on to the next assignment. Somebody else also wanted to share, but you could just share it later on. One last assignment of product design, which I want to share with all of y'all. The reason why I find design extremely engaging and interesting is because it is a right brain and a left brain activity. Like, see something you're drawing something right now, which is a right brain skill. But when you're thinking for what target segment, who is going to see this? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so what we did for the first 1 hour was we were sketching, we were drawing something. So whether it is music, dance, theater, poetry, literature, films, painting, sculpture, all these are very poetic and right brain activities. And left brain is logical. So you're being analytical, you're thinking for which group, for which target segment. And design is a fine blend of both. And that is what fascinates me about design. And now, like you first said, you know, when I was sharing my screen, somebody said that you have design for PowerPoint also, and you have you have design for product design and graphic design. Now we are going to get into product design, and you're going to think like a designer for the next 25 minutes. I heard that all of y'all are home, which is very nice. So that if at all y'all are at home, definitely you'll be having a remote, a television remote or a AC remote with you. I want y'all to go and get that remote first after I explain what's to be done. Okay, so the commonest acronym used for design thinking is SCAMPER. SCAMPER, SCAMPER. It's an acronym. And these 7 letters have got certain meanings to it. So suppose you're looking at your remote, okay, which you have in your hand, television remote, AC remote, whatever. Just look at it. Think what are the different, functions that every key does. Can you substitute a function for something else? Do you think that, you know, this should be a function in this remote? Why is it not there? Then can you combine something? Can you combine 2 functions and make it easy rather than having 2 different things? These two could come into one key, and it could save space and it could make the gadget look even more beautiful. Then adapt. Can you adapt it to a certain surrounding? Like say, suppose you want to have that underwater. Okay, then how is it going to be? It's adapting to a particular surrounding. If at all you're going to have it at, say, North Pole, South Pole, wherein there is only ice, then how will it be? So think like that. If at all you have to modify the shape of it, magnify, minify, how is it going to be? If at all you want to say that you want to have it for another use, that entire, remote control of yours, what all uses can you think about? If you think that you need to eliminate something, it is too much for that small gadget. If this function is not there on the remote also, chalega. So what is that function you would like to eliminate? And if at all this entire process you want to reverse it, then what do you find? So these are 7 which I have put over here, which are known as SCAMPER, and designers all over the world use SCAMPER to create design, to think like a designer. So even if at all you could use 2-3 of them, not all 7, and tell us in the next 25 minutes, anybody could share their work of a product that is a remote control. It will be wonderful. So now you're thinking like a designer, you're using an acronym which is used the world over by designers. So can we get going with this? Can somebody answer? Yes, Jia. Okay, Basant. So start. Fine. Ekta, Payal. Okay, go get a remote from your house. Observe the remote. In your notebook, write down all the functions. Think like a designer. Think today you're going to be paid to be a product designer. How are you going to design this remote product? How will you draw it? What will you show me after 25 minutes? You have only 25 minutes with you. Not necessary you have to use all 7. You can use few of them and let us know. Have you all made a note of this? I don't have a remote. Use your mobile then as a gadget. Tejaswini, who is it? Harjot. No problem, Arman. No problem. If at all you're in a hostel, no worries. You have a mobile with you, a simple mobile? Arman, can you answer? I was told that all students are going to be at home. So I thought everybody will have a television and a remote, an AC remote or a TV remote. If you're not at home, you're in a hostel or anywhere, do you have a mobile, a simple mobile? Tejaswini, do you all use mobiles, a simple gadget? Any gadget which is near you. Have I answered them, Pradyumna?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You have.
Haha. Ekta says we can use Google to see the design of remote. Well said. Wow, how nice. We don't have a phone in the hostel. We have a laptop. Very good, Pinky Yadav. Very good. Use your laptop and tell me whatever gadget you have, you apply Scamper to it and let me know that these are the things I'm seeing. This is what I'm substituting. I don't like this particular function. I feel I can combine these two functions. Think what best you can do to improvise it. Think that Apple has called you today and they're going to pay you handsomely for this task. So start thinking. Has everybody made a note of Scamper in their notebooks? What does every alphabet stand for? Please make a note or take a screenshot. Good, Payal. Okay, Sandhya. You have 20 minutes.
Bunny.
Did someone say something?
No, ma'am. That was the question. They have dismissed the question now.
Dia Kalra says, can you please help me with the uploading portion?
Yeah. Yes, Dia, sure. Please let me know what is your what is the problem that you're facing there. Ma'am,
Ditya,
Ditya wants to show.
Ditya Darsha. Yes, yes, sure. So soon. Oh my God, we take around 6 months to do such an exercise. You have done it in 10 minutes. Wonderful.
Hi, Ditya, please share your screen.
Wow, that's so good. So fast and so clear. Tell us more. What is it that you have done?
So usually I've seen remotes for like controlling the TV or fridge, but instead I thought why not use it for controlling your gas or probably your fridge or freezer controls, you know. Hello.
Excellent idea. What? Anything else you want to say? Very nice. Very unusual.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Any other idea? Only one? Is that only one that you are thinking about?
Yeah.
So that is the fifth one you're saying. You're putting it to another use.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You could think of, there are seven things given in order to come up with a new design. So take your time. You still have 10 minutes.
Ma'am, Kanika finished her design. She would like to show.
Sure, sure. Please make her the co-host. Please, please. Oh, wow. Sahana also. Great. Sahana, please see to it that you have at least 2-3 options out of the 7, not just one. Wow, Kanika. Yeah, what is it that you have taken? You need to speak, you need to explain because we can't understand what you have drawn.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I have a cold, so please do not mind if I sound a bit weird. I have tried to design a hands-free remote, like which can be used with one hand, basically.
Superb idea. Kanika, hands-free remote. Wow.
Thank you.
Ma'am, may I try?
Yeah, sure.
So for adapting, I thought we could make a.
Who's speaking?
So
Sahana. Sahana.
Okay.
Yes, Sahana, please.
So, like in the night when I want to like change the temperature, I don't want to be fumbling for my light switch. So if it glows in the dark, the buttons as well as the screen. AC and then back to the remote. If they're better from anywhere in the room when I turn it on or off, we can from anywhere in the room we can turn it on or off.
Your voice is breaking, Sahana.
Add like braille. So for blind people who can't see, if you add like the pointy things like on elevators and stuff, if you add it to the remote, it would be easy for them as well as us to use the remote.
Yeah, great. You're thinking of someone, who are physically challenged. That's so wonderful. Very nice, Sahana. Very nice. So which out of Scamper, what have you used?
I've used substitute, adapt, and modify.
Wonderful, wonderful. You're speaking the language of a designer. Wonderful. Raise your hand and pat your back. Very nice, Sahana. Superb. Nishigandha, yes.
Nishigandha, please share your screen or.
Yeah, you need to speak and tell us what you have done.
So can you see this?
Yes.
So basically, I have modified the design of a regular laptop. I've made it more roundish so that it's easier to put into bags and anything because the sharp corners come into way when you want to use it or put it into something like a bag or a box. I've also added handles to the laptop so that you can carry it like a suitcase. Then I've added another feature, which is like the thing you see below. It's a space where you can store electricity so that you don't need a charger. When your laptop runs out of charging, you need to plug in the charger and all, charger, etc. So I don't think you need to do that over here. You just have extra space for electricity so that whenever your laptop runs out of charging, you can always take it from here. And then this one's another feature where it's basically another monitor for your laptop. So if more than one person have to work and share the monitor, it becomes difficult to view the screen. The screen size comes into way. So I have designed a space where you can have another monitor rightly attached to this one, the original one.
Very well done, Nishigandha. From Scamper, which are the alphabets you have used?
So I've combined the idea of a suitcase and a laptop. Then I've adapted it to carry it around. Then I've modified some of the designs.
Superb, superb. Very nice. Did you get the concept of how designers think with a particular acronym, Nishigandha?
Yeah, I did.
Very nice. Excellent. Anybody else who wants to share?
Harjot would like to share.
Yeah, please.
Yes, Harjot.
Kapil. Oh, that's so nice.
Ma'am, is it visible?
Nothing is visible.
Now?
Yeah.
So I've modified the design of a remote. Actually, I searched for something and I got this remote online, and it had like on the buttons which numbers were there, and I modified it. Like if they sometimes the lights are not there in rural areas and they still listen to the radios and all. So this is a radio remote, and when the lights are not there, electricity is cut off, and it's like how do I explain it?
Yeah, we're
Like
getting it.
sometimes, like one face is there and one's not there, so it's like they're watching cricket or something through and listening to the match through radio. So you can use this blank area, to just draw the number they want to, like switch the channel to like the FM number or something, and I changed the like little bit of design and size of buttons.
Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Superb, Harjot. Very nice. So just imagine how many ideas we are having, whether you can control the gas by a remote, or whether you have a hands-free remote, or whether you have a circular laptop, whether you can use it in villages wherein there is less electricity. Look at the ideas that are surfacing and just think, if it all of y'all were working together to come up with such a gadget, how wonderful it would be. It is just lack of time, but this is just to give you some hint as to how product designers and graphic designers think when they're coming up with creatives. I want to become a graphic designer. Mahalakshmi, you need to think like a designer. You need not learn any digital software, because it is your brain which is thinking. I've always been a creative director, and I have had artisan, computer operators working for me. They don't think, they just act as the way I tell them to. I just do the scribbles the way you have done it, and they put it on the laptop, which is no big deal. Okay, but there are many design softwares these days. If at all you want to equip yourself with them, definitely you can. Say for instance, if you're talking of Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, these are all paid software that you have to purchase them. But if at all you're thinking of Figma, which is something new in the market these days, it is a free software. So you can just download Figma and work on it. And like, how to use PPT or Word document, you will learn it on your own. It is very user friendly. Figma, Figma. Okay. Yes, Krishna has raised his or her hand. Last 5 minutes. Krishna.
Krishna. Yes, Krishna. Can you please share your screen or just tell us? Krishna, you can unmute yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
just a second. Just a second.
Yeah, sure.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So what
I can see your screen. Yes.
Yes. So the main problem which I have with my remotes is that I can't find them whenever I need. They are always somehow they just disappear. So
what disappears? I didn't get you. What disappears?
The remote. I
Correct.
can't find it.
Ari, what a point. Very true.
So I've added a mic, a speaker, so that whenever I call my remote, they are able to like make any sound or some noise, like, hey, I'm here. Also, I've modified some of the buttons because I find it difficult in my old remotes to set timers, and my parents and my grandparents, they are not easily able to do the timer thing. So I've changed them and added a Bluetooth and a mute sign too. Because sometimes when it's like midnight and we change the temperature, it beeps. Like whenever I change the temperature to increase or decrease, it beeps very loudly, and that sometimes hampers the sleep. So we can also mute it.
Yes, is that all? Krishna? Very good. Thank you. And it is a very valid point. It is a very valid point that, usually these gadgets, you just can't understand where they are in the house. And it'd be so nice. And you are bang on, Krishna. Very nice that you created some provision in it wherein, it will create some sort of music or noise and you will be able to locate it. Very nice. Superb. Anybody else?
Anvi.
Last person, it is 4:28.
Yes, Anvi, you can now share your screen.
Very beautifully done. Anvi, superb. Superb.
Yeah, so here what I've done is I noticed that in the main remote, the power button was really small. So I made it big and I basically I magnified it and I put it in the center of the remote. Right. And then I saw that there were 2 extra swing buttons for no reason. So I combined them and I put them into 1 button.
Okay. Good.
Right. And then I felt that there's certain buttons needed to be rearranged a little bit. And I could adapt the remote and make it a little bit more easier to use. So I changed around the buttons a little bit. So yeah, so you have the edge cool, swing and monsoon button in the same line because I felt that, it could be better used that way. Right. And yeah.
Very nice. Very good ideas. Very, very good ideas. Yes, so we come to an end. Pradyumna, 4:30, right? This session ends.
Yes, ma'am.
So it is 4:30 right now, and 1.5 hours you were with me creating something. Did you realize how time flies? And nobody can snatch this joy of creation from you. It's such a beautiful space when you come up with ideas, regardless of whether you're working with shapes, forms, letter forms, colors, different textures, anything. Yeah, somebody's asking a question.
Yes, Harjot, sure. You can do it later. Yeah.
Okay. Or start thinking like a designer, So these days, if at all you see IDEO, which is one of the biggest agencies in the world, they have people from all disciplines. Conventionally, we think that a designer is only good at drawing or sketching. That was a different era 40 years back when I was in college. That was a different era. Now you need to be able to think like a designer. The entire Flame undergrad program is a design to, inspire students to join Flame because the curriculum itself or the entire structure is so very fascinating. So it has been designed for the youth, for your generation, so that you feel like studying and you remain a student lifelong. Are you with me on this? Thank you, Ritika. Okay, so until we meet again for the next session, all of you all keep smiling, keep shining, and keep creating something awesome. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you, Roshni. Thank you, Pradyumna.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the wonderful session. It was definitely a very enriching, creative, and a fun session. I could literally see students enjoying the process of learning. So thank you so much, ma'am. And thank you, students, for attending the session. I hope everyone has filled their feedback forms. And if you still haven't, if you still want to do your assignment and fill it later, just copy paste the link so that you don't miss out on the feedback form. Because it's a mandatory requirement, unless and until you fill the feedback form, you will not receive your letter of participation. And okay, thank you so much. So the next session for our Upskill series will be on the 1st of October, which will be on critical thinking by Professor Michael Hatcher. Now, Professor Michael Hatcher is the assistant professor for psychology and critical thinking at Flame University. Please note, the registrations are limited for each school, thus register well in advance so you don't miss out on the opportunity. And Pradyumna has dropped in the link in the chat section, so please go and register now. Okay, it was really great having all of you here. See you in the next session. Thank you.